The honourable member for St. John's East.
Mr. Speaker, a status of forces agreement is critical to ensure that there are clear rules that protect our soldiers and surround our military involvement in a foreign country. We've asked repeatedly when this agreement will be concluded with Iraq, as far back as September.
That's right.
Now it turns out there's no agreement at all, and a meeting last week doesn't just cut it. We're not talking about a one-month training mission here, Mr. Speaker. We're already there 8 months, and Canada's going to be in Iraq, including on the front lines, for at least another year. So why has the Minister failed to secure such a vital and basic agreement?
The honourable Minister of National Defence.
In fact, our government has worked closely with the government of Iraq to ensure appropriate protections for Canadian Armed Forces members participating in coalition operations against the genocidal terrorist organization of the so-called Islamic State. The status of forces agreements, of course, are binding treaty-level international commitments that often take years to develop, Mr. Speaker, and we don't have years to wait to save the Iraqi people from genocide, to save those women from sexual slavery, and to help work with 24 other countries in reinforcing a critical aspect of international security, Mr. Speaker. That's why we're there acting, rather than sitting on the sidelines.
The honourable member for St. John's East.
Speaker, the Americans have one, we don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaker, the women and men of the Canadian Armed Forces deserve better. Canadians were shocked today to find out that the Chief of Defence Staff issued orders precluding the adoption of key recommendations from the Deschamps report. This would be a betrayal of the victims of sexual assault and harassment who came forward, shared their experiences, and called for change. The Minister needs to exercise his authority and take responsibility. Will he guarantee that the Canadian Armed Forces establish an independent body to handle sexual misconduct? Yes or no?
That's a good question.
The honourable